Some things in life are about the journey and not the destination. Moducases are very much about the destination and not the journey. Let's get started. Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and in this video, which is video number 8 of the 12 Days of Christmas 2024 playlist, I'm going to give my thoughts on Moducases. So I ordered custom max Moducases. Reason being is that I had no space for vehicle display, and also I'd noticed that there was space between the top of my 7 IKEA Bleledens, and I wanted to push them up and maximize and capitalize on that vertical space. So it kind of solved two problems at once. I need essentially a riser and a riser capable of displaying vehicles. So this is what I have at the moment: the tumbler and the Batman Begins 2.0 with the custom Jackson Chew cowl and the OT Customs cape, and then the troopers are kind of just holding that space until Jazz Inc. 89 arrives. So overall, I'm very happy with the product, but to get to the stage can be frustrating. Now I'll speak about that later on, I'll give you the pros and cons, but first of all, I just want to go through the dimensions. These are custom max cases, so the length of each of these cases is 125 centimeters, and the height and depth is 50. Now if you look where I'm tracing my finger there, it's 125 centimeters. I believe these max cases are usually 120 centimeters, and then by 50 depth and 50 height, so that's 50 height. Notice I'm just tracing the edge of the acrylic. The acrylic can kind of be a bit of a dust magnet, by the way, and then the depth there is 50. I'm not including the riser on the bottom and the black part for cable management at the top, because in fairness to Brian, he was very good. I explained that I wanted like a space for cable management on the top, similar to the previous TV stand that I was using as a riser. So the bottom parts underneath what I'm tracing now, the actual very bottom black parts, they're risers that I wasn't supposed to get. They were shipped to me accidentally, and there's a few parts that were incorrect, that in fairness to Brian and his team, they were very quick. I was frustrated with that. I voiced my frustration to Brian. He couldn't have done more to help me, in fairness to him. So those things at the bottom underneath the tumbler, that they're about 15 centimeter risers. I think they're 15 centimeters. I wasn't supposed to get them at all. He could have asked for them back, but he didn't. But this thing that I'm looking at here, this was the main thing that I really wanted Brian and his team to help me with. So I knew they could build the cases, but I wanted storage for, if you'll see it, these are magnetic panels that come off. And inside here, these are held on by magnets. There's one on the left, one on the right, because these are two custom max 125 centimeter case joined together. I wanted the storage there because I run cables down through a hole in the bottom of the IKEA Bleledens that I drilled in myself using a hole saw, and the wires come out then to power my Luke lights, to power the Bleledens themselves, the cases, the lighting, the Neo LED sabers and the CCFL sabers that I use, but also USB powered bases and fusion reactors. I like to light things up, okay? So some of my stuff is lit up, not all, but it looks a bit of a mess there. I could do more cable management, but look, out of sight, out of mind. So there's enough space for me to kind of, plug in an adapter, and then in that adapter add in different USB hubs, because I have a lot of things powered by USB. And it simply just comes off a magnet. I can just reach in then, and I can just, turn things just like, well, not turn things on, I don't need to turn them on. I can just smartphone, one click of a smartphone, it sends a signal to my smart plug and everything lights up. Fusion, CCFLs, USB bases, and the Luke lights, and of course the lights on the Moducase themselves, which are quite bright. But what I'm showing you there is I've just traced my finger from the Iron Man all the way down the back left corner of the Bleleden to show you where all the wires disappear into, and of course they're hidden there by bases and stuff like that. I've done my best. They're black wires, they hide into the corners of the frames of the Bleledens very well, and then they come out the bottom and they feed into the back. The back is actually open of the Moducases, so the wires feed in there and I can plug them into whatever I need to plug in, USB hubs and stuff. So you can see it there, you can't really see it there, but there is a wire coming out the back of that Iron Man down along the back left corner of the Bleleden. It's camouflaged because the wire is red, or sorry, the wire is black, and so is the frames of the Bleleden. So one advantage there, makes it easier to hide the wires there. So yeah, like overall, I'm happy with the final product, but like, okay, they are expensive. The cons are they are expensive. They do take a while, especially custom parts. They do take a while to arrive, and building them is very frustrating. Once you build the first one, you kind of get the gist of it, you know what to do, but you make a lot of mistakes along the way. It is frustrating. The It would help if they had like a printed out specific instruction manual, considering they were customs. In Brian's team, they did link me instructions to their site, or links to PDFs online, which were similar different cases. But like, say like my length, my long bars were 125 centimeter cubed, so I'm constantly thinking, is this the length bar, or what kind of a bar is this? So it could be a bit confusing. But look, Brian and his team, the customer service, second to none. Sorry, my camera is going on and off here now. Look, it's I'm frozen. I'm just gonna have to live with it. But yeah, the final product I'm very happy with. They are expensive. They do take a long time to but customer service, in fairness to Brian and his team, they couldn't have done more for me. And some parts arrived. It was frustrating. They arrived, like, say, I got some wrong parts. But like I said, the risers on the bottom, I didn't order them, and he allowed me to keep them. And I'm glad he did, because it looks so much better. It gets the vehicles of the troopers off the ground. Overall, I'm very, very happy with them.